And then Glen Davis came to light in 1938, 1952. In 1943-45, Marangaroo ceased production. At the time that we're talking about there, the emphasis were on Nunes and its operation. It opened and closed 4 times during the life of Nunes, which was 1873 to 1932. Then all of the studies decided that because we're reaching a stage post-depression pre-war, and it was decided then that a Nunes investigation committee would then investigate another source of producing shale and final products. So if we go back to then, in 1937, a Nunes investigation committee was formed by the government to assess the prospect of reviving the Nunes oil shale industry. After long and extensive studies, there were 2 decisions made. The first decision was to ship shale from Glen Davis to Nunes and then process it. But because of the plant in Nunes had ceased its usable life, it was then decided to do a cost estimate on opening up a new shale industry in the Capity Valley, and that was to be Glen Davis. So in the 1937, the Glen Davis project was formatted, and that was National Oil Proprietary Limited, and the funding was raised from joint government and private enterprise. The Commonwealth governments invested $668,000 in 1937. But then Gelatine Davis, Chris and George donated $332,000 prior. So there's £1 million invested in Glen Davis as per 1937. The early constructions in 1938, shale mining was carried out in the Capity Valley since 1880, and 2 abandoned tunnels known as MP1, which became the main tunnel for the operation of Glen Davis, and MP2, located on the opposite side, was only a preliminary investigation tunnel. In the area in those days, there were, and I'm going back to 1880, we had Lamb's Tunnel, Anderson's Tunnel, and MP1 on the south side, which is the side we're on now, of this valley. On the opposite side, which is the north side, there was MP3, Glen Davis Tunnel and Jamison Tunnel. They did not produce any significant quantities of shale. To give you an idea of the exploration in those days, Lang's Tunnel was developed for 10,600 feet, and Anderson Tunnel was only designed for 2,900 feet. MP1 went in for 4,362 feet. So when it came to then to look at the Glen Davis scene, everything was hinged around the better tunnel or exploration tunnel to look at. And the one that was selected was the MP1 tunnel. Crude oil was extracted in 1940. So the first foundation was laid in 41, and then crude oil 12 months later.